Errol Flynn, born in Hobart, Tasmania, on June 20th, 1909, remains one of Hollywood's most iconic figures. Known for his charismatic persona and swashbuckling roles, Flynn's rise to stardom is as adventurous as the characters he portrayed. A natural athlete and an unrepentant rebel, he was expelled from several schools during his youth and even worked as a gold prospector in Papua New Guinea. These formative years of rebellion and exploration shaped the man who would later charm audiences with his daring roles. However, his path to fame was hardly traditional. Flynn tried his hand at numerous jobs, including plantation overseer and journalist, before his break in Hollywood. By the early 1930s, Warner Brothers recognized his potential, and in 1935 he starred in Captain Blood, a performance that marked the beginning of his legendary career. Rise to stardom. Captain Blood and beyond. Flynn's performance in Captain Blood earned him instant fame and solidified his place in the film industry. With his rugged looks and undeniable charisma, he became the quintessential swashbuckling hero. The film's success was followed by a series of iconic roles, with his portrayal of Robin Hood in The Adventures of Robin Hood, 1938, being perhaps the most beloved. This role captured his infectious energy and charm, which quickly became the hallmark of his screen presence. As his career soared, Flynn starred in several other adventure films like Dodge City, 1939, and They Died with Their Boots On, 1941, playing larger-than-life historical figures. His performances became synonymous with dashing heroes and thrilling stunts, cementing his status as one of Hollywood's top leading men during the 1930s and 1940s. The personal life of a Hollywood icon. While Flynn's professional life was thriving, his personal life was equally headline-grabbing. His off-screen escapades became just as famous as his on-screen roles. Known for his love of adventure, alcohol, and women, Flynn's life was often clouded by scandal. His first marriage to actress Lily Dita in 1935 was marked by passionate highs and dramatic lows, with the couple's turbulent relationship ending in divorce in 1942. They had one child together, Sean Flynn, whose life would take a tragic turn when he went missing while covering the Vietnam War in 1970. Flynn's second marriage to Nora Eddington in 1943 produced two daughters, Deirdre and Rory. This marriage, though shorter-lived, was less contentious than his first, ending in 1949 after his career began to decline. The tragic decline of Flynn's career. As the years went on, Flynn's lifestyle began to take a toll on his career and personal life. The once dashing and fearless actor became a shadow of his former self, increasingly overshadowed by his erratic behavior and declining health. Though he sought more serious roles later in life, such as in The Sun Also Rises, 1957, his efforts to reinvent himself were overshadowed by his past. In 1959, Flynn published My Wicked, Wicked Ways, an autobiography that gave a candid and sometimes shocking glimpse into his tumultuous life. The book revealed both the highs and lows of his career, capturing the essence of a man who lived life on the edge, unrepentant and unapologetic. It has since become one of Hollywood's most intriguing and enduring autobiographies. A final chapter: marriage, family, and tragedy. Flynn's third and final marriage to actress Patrice Wymore in 1950 was marked by a more stable period in his life, though his health and alcoholism continued to challenge him. Together they had a daughter, Arnella Roma Flynn, who, like her half-brother Sean, would have a life deeply affected by her father's legacy. Flynn's struggles with alcohol continued to shape his personal and professional life. Though his family life with Wymore was enduring, it was far from without its own difficulties. Despite these challenges, Flynn's family continued to carry his legacy in different ways. His daughter Rory later became the mother of actor and musician Sean Flynn, continuing the Flynn name into the 21st century. The Memoirs of a Legend, Flynn's Hidden World. Errol Flynn's memoir, My Wicked, Wicked Ways, offers more than just a window into his personal history. It reveals the hidden facets of his life that were never fully understood. The actor's relationships with several prominent male stars of Hollywood's golden age have long been the subject of speculation. According to his posthumously published writings, Flynn had romantic and sexual relationships with several men, including Tyrone Power, Cary Grant, and Farley Granger, at a time when being openly gay in Hollywood could ruin a career. His candid reflections on these relationships provide a glimpse into the emotional complexity of his life. Flynn describes these experiences not as scandalous affairs, but as genuine emotional connections shared in secret in an era that demanded discretion. The secret world of Hollywood's golden age. Flynn's writings suggest that the glamorous world of Hollywood was not only a place of fame and fortune, but also one of secrecy and repression. Studio heads like Jack Warner and Louis B. Mayer enforced strict morality clauses that demanded stars maintain a wholesome public image. As Flynn explains, much of Hollywood's golden age was built on facades and carefully orchestrated personas. Actors lived double lives, and love was often hidden in the shadows, even as their careers were carefully managed for maximum appeal. Flynn's memoirs hint at the emotional toll this secrecy took on the men and women who lived under the constant pressure of public scrutiny. In this hidden world, Flynn's emotional connections with fellow actors, such as his rumored relationship with Cary Grant, remain a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by those in the industry during this period. The final days, Flynn's last moments. Flynn's life came to an abrupt and tragic end on October 14, 1959, when he passed away at the age of 50. The actor had been suffering from severe back pain during a trip to Vancouver, Canada, and was being treated by Dr. Grant Gould. While there, Flynn became increasingly reflective, sharing stories of his past exploits and adventures. However, just 20 minutes after being settled into a bedroom to rest, he was found unresponsive. Despite efforts to resuscitate him, Flynn was pronounced dead shortly thereafter. The official cause of death was identified as a heart attack, with contributing factors including coronary thrombosis, atherosclerosis, and fatty degeneration of the liver, conditions exacerbated by decades of alcohol abuse. Flynn's sudden death marked the end of an era for Hollywood, leaving behind a legacy that was both triumphant and tragic. Errol Flynn. A legacy of glamour and controversy. Errol Flynn's career and life story continued to captivate people to this day, not only for his swashbuckling roles, but for the complex man he was behind the scenes. His legacy is one of both glamour and scandal, fame and fallibility. Though his personal life was often marked by excess and controversy, Flynn's contributions to the film industry remain undeniable. His roles in films like Captain Blood and The Adventures of Robin Hood shaped Hollywood's golden age, and his rebellious spirit and sense of adventure left an indelible mark on the history of cinema. Flynn's memoirs, whether viewed as an honest confession or a product of mythologizing, offer a deeper understanding of the struggles many actors of his time faced, living in the shadows of their own identities